Islam,
Islam.
by the power, authority, and permission of the Grand Architect of all things in creation, the blessings of our beloved ancestors. I am a regional ambassador, distinguished nobleman Ibn Hotep Bey. Islam.
Islam.
To add on to what the National spoke of ITC,
Islam.
how do one access the ITC service?
It's simple enough. ITC Universal happens to have a website, www.itcuniversal.com. itcuniversal.com. That's pretty simple. They can do it that way.
Very well. And I have one more other question there. What are your observations and plans for the Mu-Atlantis, Tamari District, and Southeast region?
I did speak to a few issues in regards to a question that was asked earlier, but that was dealing specifically about the Imperial-Majesty Agency here and the operation we do locally. But there are things that we would like to begin to do here, because Sector Command for the Amexem-Empire for North Amexem is here in this particular city area. There are things I'd like to see us doing now that we don't have the ability to do, because although we have staff here on the ground, we don't have enough staff here on the ground to cover particular things as of yet. But once we get there, a major operation here will be logistics. A major operation here will be run through the Imperial Postal Service during travel and transport. We'll have a major hub here. But the operations hub, or command node, the command node for logistics will actually be in Fatima, here inside of the Tamari district. We'll be able to use it as our waypoint for everything heading south, but also things heading west. So we'll be able to provide viable options for our folks in terms of being able to move around supplies and equipment and material that we're trading or making use of internally. The main connection from Tom Memphis runs through Mu-Atlantis. So eventually the Imperial Postal Service is going to have things going in a manner where you will have away teams that will be bringing supplies and material from Tom Memphis into Mu-Atlantis that's actually heading northward. Well, that one land vessel will terminate here before it returns back, and the vessel from Fatima will terminate here before it heads north. We will have the other vessels that's providing the ability to bring supplies, material north and south that will terminate. Well, it will make way into Al-Hannibal and then terminate into Fatima before it returns back north. So that will be able to move material and supplies and equipment in vessels that run on the biodiesel fuel that we process and refine, that will be on the ground in each one of these cities. So wherever we have the biodiesel operations, we will be able to provide the Imperial Postal Service operations there on the ground and move around our equipment, material, and supplies, which will ease our ability to conduct trade on our own terms. It will ease our ability to move around, again, folks and supplies on our own terms, i.e., using vessels powered by the biodiesel that we produce, which is B100, and with on tank for tank, we're able to move around, so we know what's in our fuel, which means we don't have any sulfur and we don't have anything else that's a pollutant, and as a consequence of that, fortunately, no noxious oxides or any other pollutants are going into the air from the tailpipe of the vessels that we're moving in. So we're conducting our business in an eco-friendly fashion, being responsible caretakers of the planet that we domicile on. So Mu-Atlantis, being what such a command is, allows us to be able to get things in place strong enough that we'll be able to train folks in other areas, since most of the folks that come here for training anyway that don't go up north. So it's going to require us getting a few more folks on the ground here that we can actually get trained and move forward. So as we take on more folks in the venue here, we'll be able to do things more effectively and efficiently empire-wide as a consequence. Because one of the things that we learned from the Time Memphis area is Time Memphis is the first area where folks actually did not report to the capital city, or anyone from the capital city came down here to train someone. The folks in Time Memphis are not trained from a guy named Medina. They are trained here in Mu-Atlantis. So that has allowed us to be able to do particular things because now the food distribution and storage operations command, that command node shall in fact be in Tom Memphis, which will provide us access to New Toledo, to Ashita, as well as into Dendera. So getting them moving forward is being done from Mu-Atlantis. So we need to keep Mu-Atlantis moving forward, strengthened, and as we acquire more technologies and training and material, we're able to get it down here to get y'all moving forward with it, and that helps every other area operationally. So that's what I see short and midterm for Mu-Atlantis and for Tom area at this point. So that's the best way to answer that question at this time. And I thank you for the question. Most of us actually saw you last, and you're handling everything excellently, well done. And on behalf of the entire Metropolitan National Collective, I do give thanks unto you. It's perfect. Islam.
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 I have a question. My question is, when is the next following event that the Amexem-Moors will be attending?
Moors Reemergence Day is the next major event on the Amexem-Moor-Empire calendar.
And what exactly date on the Roman calendar is that?
Will be the 23rd day of the 6th month on the Amexem-Moor calendar. That will be September 9th on the Roman calendar. That will be the day that we gather for Moors Reemergence Day. We celebrate our ancestors and all that they sacrificed for us to be able to be here and do the work that we do now based on what we acquired from their DNA. Basically, the efforts that we do to continuously expand and improve developments in the daily lives of all of our folks, a psycho-socioeconomic structure of by and for the Moors. So that's the best way to answer that question in short form.
Is anybody of Moors, any and everybody of Moors, welcome to this event?
It's open to any house of Moors. It's Moors Reemergence Day, not Amexem-Moor-Empire Reemergence Day.
I know because I had said before Amexem-Moor, so it's not. All right, that was my question unto you, and I thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing with us all the wonderful works that our creative ancestors and the supreme divine being of all things in creation has allowed us to take part in and manifest. And with that, I say peace and love.
Peace and love, sir.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam.